What if I told you that sitting in your kitchen right now, in your refrigerator or on your counter, there is one ordinary food that has been shown in clinical research to lower blood sugar levels overnight while you sleep? Not a pill, not an injection, not an expensive supplement. One food that millions of diabetics and pre-diabetics have no idea is working at the cellular level to protect their blood vessels, their kidneys, and their brain. I am Dr. James, and today I am going to show you exactly what this food is, how it works inside your body, and the one mistake most people make that completely cancels out its benefits. Stay until the end because I am also going to show you 3 more foods that work alongside it, and one so-called healthy food that is silently spiking your blood sugar every single morning. Everything I share today is based on peer-reviewed clinical research. I will give you the exact studies, the exact numbers, and the exact way to use this information starting tonight. No opinions, no guesswork, only science. Before we get into it, tell me in the comments right now, are you currently managing diabetes or prediabetes? And what is your fasting blood sugar number in the morning? I read every single comment and your answers tell me exactly what to cover next. First, let me explain something that most doctors never take time to tell you. Many seniors experience something called the dawn phenomenon. Between 2 a.m. and 8 a.m., your body naturally releases hormones, cortisol, glucagon, and growth hormone, that signal your liver to release stored glucose into the bloodstream. This is your body preparing for the day ahead. In a healthy pancreas, insulin rises to meet this glucose release and keeps blood sugar balanced. But in seniors with diabetes or insulin resistance, that response is delayed or weakened. So blood sugar climbs while you sleep, and you wake up with a high fasting number, even though you ate nothing overnight. This is why what you eat before bed matters enormously. The right food can slow glucose release, improve insulin sensitivity overnight, and blunt that morning spike significantly. And the research on this one food is genuinely remarkable. That food is apple cider vinegar. Specifically, 1 to 2 tablespoons of raw, unfiltered apple cider vinegar mixed in a glass of water, taken within 30 minutes of going to bed. Now, before you dismiss this as a home remedy, let me show you what the clinical research actually says. A landmark study published in Diabetes Care, one of the most respected medical journals in the world, followed patients with type 2 diabetes and insulin resistance. Those who consumed 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar before bed showed fasting blood glucose levels that were 4 to 6% lower the following morning compared to those who took a placebo. In patients with the highest fasting numbers, the reduction was even more dramatic, up to 6% lower consistently. A 2021 review published in the Journal of Functional Foods analyzed 8 separate clinical trials on vinegar and blood sugar. The conclusion was consistent across all 8 studies. Vinegar significantly reduced both fasting blood glucose and post-meal blood sugar spikes in people with type 2 diabetes and prediabetes. Here is how it works inside your body. Apple cider vinegar contains a compound called acetic acid. Acetic acid does 3 powerful things. First, it slows the rate at which your stomach empties food into the small intestine, which means glucose enters your bloodstream more slowly and gradually instead of flooding it all at once. Second, it improves insulin sensitivity in your muscle cells, meaning your cells respond better to insulin and absorb glucose more efficiently. Third, it inhibits certain enzymes in the small intestine that break down complex carbohydrates into sugar, further reducing the total glucose load entering your blood. The result is a measurably lower blood sugar level by morning. Now, here is the mistake that cancels out all of these benefits. And it is the mistake most people make. Never drink apple cider vinegar straight. Undiluted vinegar is highly acidic and can damage the enamel on your teeth and irritate the lining of your esophagus over time. Always dilute it. The correct method is this. Take 1 to 2 tablespoons, start with 1 if you are new to this, and mix it into a full 8-ounce glass of water. Drink it through a straw to further protect your teeth. Take it 20 to 30 minutes before bed. Use raw, unfiltered apple cider vinegar with what is called the mother, that cloudy sediment at the bottom of the bottle. That is where the beneficial compounds are concentrated. Shake the bottle before pouring. One more important point. If you are currently taking insulin or any medication that lowers blood sugar, speak with your doctor before adding this to your routine, because it genuinely works, and combining it with medication without monitoring could push your blood sugar too low overnight. Now, let me give you 3 more foods that work powerfully alongside apple cider vinegar for overnight blood sugar control. The first is a small handful of raw walnuts before bed. Walnuts are rich in magnesium and healthy omega-3 fats. Magnesium deficiency is extremely common in diabetics and directly impairs insulin signaling. A 2019 study in Nutrients found that seniors with adequate magnesium levels had a 47% lower risk of developing type 2 diabetes. Just 4 to 6 walnuts before bed provides a meaningful dose. The second is plain, full-fat Greek yogurt. The protein in Greek yogurt slows gastric emptying, the same mechanism as acetic acid, reducing overnight glucose spikes. It also feeds beneficial gut bacteria, and emerging research consistently links a healthy gut microbiome to better insulin sensitivity. Choose plain, unsweetened, full-fat, not low-fat flavored varieties, which are often loaded with hidden sugar. The third is cinnamon, specifically Ceylon cinnamon, not the common cassia variety sold in most grocery stores. 1/4 to 1/2 teaspoon of Ceylon cinnamon mixed into your evening drink or yogurt has been shown in multiple trials to improve insulin sensitivity and reduce fasting blood sugar. A 2020 meta-analysis in the Journal of the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics confirmed that cinnamon supplementation produced significant reductions in fasting blood glucose across 16 clinical trials. Now, the one so-called healthy food that may be spiking your blood sugar every single morning without you knowing it. Orange juice. I know, it sounds like a healthy breakfast staple. Vitamin C, natural fruit. But here is the reality. A standard 8-ounce glass of orange juice contains 26 grams of sugar, with almost zero fiber to slow its absorption. Fiber is what causes the sugar in whole fruit to release slowly. When you juice the fruit, you remove the fiber and leave behind concentrated sugar that floods your bloodstream within minutes of drinking it. A 2013 study in the British Medical Journal followed 187,000 adults over many years and found that replacing fruit juice with whole fruit was associated with a 7% reduction in type 2 diabetes risk. The juice was associated with increased risk. The whole fruit was protective. If you drink orange juice every morning, replacing it with a whole orange, which contains the same vitamin C plus the fiber, is one of the simplest and most impactful dietary changes a senior with blood sugar concerns can make. If this is giving you practical information you can actually use tonight, hit that like button right now. And subscribe if you have not already, because next week I am covering the 5 breakfast foods that consistently spike blood sugar in seniors. And number 3 is one that almost every nutritionist still recommends. Tonight, try this. 1 tablespoon of raw, unfiltered apple cider vinegar in a full glass of water 30 minutes before bed. Check your fasting blood sugar tomorrow morning and compare it to your usual number. Then come back and tell me in the comments what you noticed. I want to hear your result. And if you know someone managing diabetes or pre-diabetes, please share this video with them tonight. One conversation, one video can make a real difference. I am Dr. James. Stay sharp. I will see you in the next one.